Welcome to the Deep Dive. You're here because, like us, you're trying to figure out this whole AI and marketing creativity thing.
Yeah, it's a big topic. Everyone wants to know how to use AI effectively.
Exactly. How do you get the most out of it, boost your campaigns, but without losing that human touch that really connects with people? That's what we're digging into.
And we've got some interesting stuff to look at today. Insights from iSmart Communications, Dot Digital, and a LinkedIn piece from Y2S Consulting.
Good sources.
Yeah.
They all offer slightly different takes on how AI is changing things, but also why you and your creativity are still absolutely vital.
That's the core question, isn't it? How can you, as a marketer, leverage AI's power but keep that human spark front and center for real results?
Right. Okay, so let's start with how AI even got here in marketing. It feels like it went from sci-fi to everyday tool almost overnight.
It does feel that way, but the journey, when you look back, it started with simpler stuff.
Mhm.
Our sources mention things like automating data entry, basic keyword bidding. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah, the early days.
But then came natural language processing, NLP, and deep learning. And that really changed the game. Suddenly, AI could start to understand and even generate human-like content, not just crunch numbers.
Absolutely. And we see that everywhere now. Like iSmart Communications points out AI and e-commerce giving you those product recommendations.
Or chatbots answering questions instantly.
Yeah, and NLP getting better at handling complex queries. Then there's computer vision, interpreting images, tagging videos.
And predictive analytics, trying to guess what we'll do next so campaigns can adjust on the fly. It's kind of amazing.
It really is. And all these pieces connect, right? AI isn't just doing tasks anymore. It's actually shaping strategy.
That's a key point from iSmart and Y2S. Think Google Ads using machine learning to place ads way smarter than we could manually.
Or tools like ChatGPT helping draft the actual content. It's moved from the background to, almost the co-pilot seat.
Totally. And the number of tools out there now, it's a lot.
It is. Our sources give a good snapshot, though. ChatGPT obviously is huge. OpenAI's tool for generating text that sounds, pretty human.
Yeah, blog ideas, emails, product descriptions.
And Dot Digital highlights how it's not just about churning out text, but it can be like a brainstorming partner too, right? Giving you variations, angles.
Exactly. It can kickstart the creative process.
Then you've got Hootsuite, using AI for social media stuff, scheduling, finding content, checking performance.
iSmart mentions it flags sentiment changes too, suggests best posting times. It's like an AI assistant for your social strategy.
And HubSpot's in the mix too, focusing more on the CRM side.
Right, using AI for lead scoring, personalizing emails, digging into customer behavior with predictive analytics, all about making interactions more effective.
And visuals.
Yeah.
We can't forget DLE and Midjourney.
Oh yeah, generating images from just text. That's opening up huge possibilities for social posts, blog graphics, ad concepts.
Y2S Consulting even talks about using them for quick video ad mockups. Wild.
And speaking of video, platforms like Synthesia are popping up.
Right, iSmart mentions them. Creating videos with AI avatars and voices.
Yeah, think explainer videos, demos, even personalized messages at scale. It's pretty transformative.
And finally, chatbots.
Yeah.
Drift, Intercom, using NLP for those frontline customer interactions.
Guiding people, providing support. It's clear AI is touching almost every part of marketing now.
Okay, so AI is powerful, efficient everywhere. But what about the other side of the coin? That essential human creativity.
That's the crucial part, isn't it? What is human creativity in marketing? Why does it still matter so much?
Our sources really emphasize it's about developing ideas, stories, visuals that resonate emotionally. Things rooted in lived experience, cultural understanding, actual human feelings.
Exactly. AI doesn't have lived experience.
Right. iSmart gives great examples, like Dove's Real Beauty campaign.
Powerful stuff. Challenging stereotypes, promoting self-love. It wasn't just selling soap, it was an emotional connection.
Totally. Or Nike's Just Do It. So simple, but paired with those stories.
Incredibly motivating. Tapped into something fundamental about achievement, perseverance, pure emotional appeal.
And Old Spice, the weird humor, the unexpected storytelling.
That understanding of irony, of trends. It was completely memorable because it was so human and, frankly, weird.
Yeah, and iSmart points out AI just doesn't do that kind of creative risk-taking or get cultural nuance in the same way. Not yet, anyway.
And creativity isn't just about the big campaigns. It's also key for brand personality, right? And handling things like PR crises.
Oh, definitely. Responding with real empathy when things go wrong.
Yeah.
That requires a human touch. Sincerity matters.
Absolutely. And that's the consistent theme in our sources. AI currently just can't replicate that authentic emotion, that deep cultural read, that genuine connection.
Okay, so we have AI's rise and human creativity's core importance. Let's pit them against each other a bit. Strengths and weaknesses.
It's interesting how they often complement each other, in a way. AI's strengths often cover human limitations and vice versa.
Like data processing. iSmart and God Digital both stress this. AI can chew through massive data sets incredibly fast.
Identifying patterns in customer behavior, browsing habits, purchase history, stuff humans just couldn't process at that scale or speed.
And that speed fuels its strength in personalization, right?
Exactly. Segmenting audiences super precisely, delivering the right message at the right time. Dot Digital really highlights this for things like email marketing, tailoring content based on actions, preferences.
Makes sense. And automation is another big one.
Oh, yeah. Taking over those repetitive tasks, social scheduling, email newsletters, ad placements like iSmart Notes.
Frees up human time, reduces errors. Think MailChimp or HubSpot automating email sequences. Huge time saver.
Definitely. Then there's predictive analytics. AI looking ahead.
Trying to forecast trends, predict behavior so marketers can be proactive, not just reactive. Adjusting strategy, forecasting demand.
And content generation, too. Tools like ChatGPT or Jasper, mentioned by iSmart, can draft content quickly.
And analyze engagement to help refine strategy, figure out what's actually working.
Right. And finally, digital advertising. AI optimizing ad placements. Bidding in real time on Google, Facebook. Getting more bang for your buck.
Okay, so AI brings massive efficiency, data power, prediction. But where does it stumble? What are the weaknesses?
This is where human creativity really shines. All our sources agree. AI lacks genuine emotional intelligence, real creativity.
It can generate stuff based on its training data, sure, but truly original ideas. Understanding subtle emotions, cultural vibes, new trends.
It struggles there. It doesn't feel, it doesn't understand context like a person does.
So the content can feel flat, even if it's grammatically perfect.
Sometimes, yeah. iSmart points out it might miss the empathy, the humor, the thing that makes content connect deeply, especially for sensitive topics, social causes, brand activism. You need that human touch.
And it's only as good as its data.
Exactly. Big limitation highlighted by iSmart. Biased data, incomplete data, old data leads to flawed outputs. It can even perpetuate biases, which is a serious issue.
Plus, it's not great with sudden changes.
No, it learns from the past. So something like the pandemic, as iSmart notes, where behavior shifted drastically overnight. AI models trained on old data were suddenly way off. Humans adapt faster to the unexpected.
And the black box problem. Not always knowing why AI did something.
Yeah, that can be a challenge for trust and for fine-tuning. If you don't know their reasoning, it's hard to rely on it completely or fix it effectively.
Cultural nuance is another one. Sarcasm, irony. AI can easily miss that.
Leading to awkward or inappropriate responses, like iSmart mentions.
And when things go wrong mid-campaign, unexpected issues pop up. AI isn't great at flexible problem solving on the fly.
Right. You need a human marketer to step in, adapt, figure things out. So, huge power, but definitely not a magic bullet. Needs human oversight.
Which leads perfectly into synergy. How do they work together?
Yes. This is key. Our sources really push this idea. They're complementary, not competitors. Combine their strengths, cover their weaknesses.
Makes sense. Dot Digital talks about optimizing workflows. Let AI handle the heavy data lifting segmentation. A/B testing.
Right. Which frees up the humans for the big picture stuff. Ideation, storytelling, building that emotional connection.
So AI provides the insights. Humans craft the message.
Kind of, yeah. AI identifies who to talk to and what they might respond to based on data. Humans figure out how to talk to them in a compelling, emotional way.
iSmart also mentions AI as a brainstorming partner.
Yeah, generating initial ideas, blog topics, captions, ad copy drafts, gives creatives a starting point, helps break through blocks.
And personalization gets better with both, right? AI segments deeply.
And then human creatives craft content that really speaks to those specific segments' emotions and needs. Y2S Consulting mentions this with personalized video.
Plus, AI gives real-time feedback on how campaigns are doing.
Exactly. Analytics tell humans what's working, what's not, so they can adjust messaging, channels, strategy quickly.
And just automating the boring stuff, that alone is huge.
Frees up so much time and brain space for strategic, creative thinking. It's a massive benefit.
We're seeing this in action already, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. iSmart mentions Nike's React campaign, AI-analyzed runner data.
Which then inform personalized content for different runner types. Smart.
And Netflix is the classic example. AI for recommendations.
But humans creating the actual shows and movies, people binge.
Absolutely. Coca-Cola's Share a Coke, also from iSmart. AI probably helped analyze trends, popular names.
But the core idea, the feeling, that was human.
Totally. Y2S mentions BMW using AI for personalized video ads, but again, the core visuals, the story, that's human craft.
These examples really show the potential. But like with any powerful tool, there are risks, right? Things to watch out for.
Definitely. A big one mentioned by Y2S and iSmart is over-reliance.
Becoming too dependent on AI.
Yeah, risking stifled creativity, losing that personal touch, ending up with generic, forgettable marketing.
And maybe losing your unique brand voice if AI just keeps reinforcing what worked before, not pushing boundaries.
That's a real danger. And of course, the impact on creative jobs is a conversation that's happening if AI does too much.
Plus, bad customer experiences if the AI just isn't up to handling complex or emotional interactions.
Right, like iSmart notes about chatbots sometimes falling short. The overall message seems to be, use AI to enhance human skills, not replace them. Keep humans at the core.
So looking forward, what's next? How might this evolve?
Well, the sources have some interesting predictions. Y2S talks about even deeper integration into the creative process, maybe true co-creation between humans and AI.
Wow. And personalization will likely get even more granular.
Seems inevitable. Both Dot Digital and Y2S mention dynamic content, support adapting in real time to you.
iSmart predicts a bigger role for AI in voice and visual search optimization too. Makes sense.
And hopefully more built-in safeguards. Transparency, bias detection, help with privacy and compliance.
But that core challenge remains, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Balancing automation with the human touch.
Absolutely. That's the tightrope marketers will be walking.
Still, AI could really push creativity in new ways.
For sure. Y2S highlights tools like GPT-4, DALL-E, Midjourney generating unique, personalized content at scale. We might see totally new visual styles emerge from AI art.
And interactive stuff, VR, AR, powered by AI.
Could lead to incredibly immersive experiences. And dynamic storytelling narratives changing based on your choices? That's exciting.
Plus, faster, more relevant campaigns thanks to real-time data. And video creation tools getting even smarter.
Definitely. But again, the underlying theme across the board is AI as an amplifier for human imagination, not a replacement.
So wrapping this up, AI is incredibly powerful for efficiency, personalization, data insights, no doubt about it.
But human creativity, empathy, emotion, cultural understanding, that remains irreplaceable.
They're not enemies, they're partners, really. Or they should be.
Exactly. The key is finding that balance. Using AI as the foundation for innovative, engaging campaigns that are ultimately driven by human insight.
Which brings us to our final thought for you listening in. As you navigate all these AI tools, think about how you integrate them.
Yeah, how do you bring them into your workflow, but in a way that actually nurtures and maybe even boosts your own creative instincts?
And here's something to chew on. What unique human insights from your experience, your understanding can you bring that AI just can't?
And then how can you use AI not just as a tool, but as a partner to make those unique human strengths even more powerful?